Hi everyone, it's Lana from Living Wildly Free and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I thought we would do something different and maybe it might be something you're interested in. We are going to be setting up my planner for the third quarter of the year. So if that's something you'd like to see, keep watching. Okay, so this is my planner and what needs to be done is I have March, April, May in here, and since it is the last week of May and first week of June, we need to change this all out. So unfortunately, I have not been very good at planning this second quarter of the year. Actually, I haven't planned at all, pretty much. It's so bad. So hopefully this third quarter will be completely different. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking out all my, what the happened there? All my dividers first, since we will not be needing them. And I will grab my dividers and also the insides, the inserts. May, we still have May. Okay, so basically the way my planner is set up is I got all my inserts from cloth and paper, but I have, gosh, I forgot what layout this is called, but it's basically a vertical layout. And on top of that, I also have this layout. So this layout I use kind of for journaling, for just, you know, at the end of the day, yeah, basically journaling or like a Dear Diary type of thing. That's what I use this section for. And this is basically my day-to-day, what I use every day. And it's probably why I've been kind of a scattered mess this second quarter of the year, because I have not been planning and I can barely remember what's going on in my life. So that needs to change. Okay, so what I'm going to do is basically put the sections together, and it's fairly simple enough because each section has a divider, so I can easily figure out how to divide them up. So I used to be a big happy planner type of gal. I loved it. I loved using them, but I found myself like it was just getting so, in a way, costly to get all those planners, and also since I couldn't find the time to, what do you call it? Basically, it's easier if you live in the States, right? Because you have easy access to them, you get to really see them in person and choose the ones you really like, right? And since I don't live in the States, it was getting difficult for me to choose, and with all the new releases, you just kept wanting to get more and all the stickers. So this year I felt like I needed to, sorry you guys, to simplify my planning is basically what it was. I need to simplify everything and maybe take a break from all the stickers. But one thing I did love, is that correct? Yeah, is the Discbound system. I'm so thankful for Happy Planner for that, because the Discbound system really helped me enjoy planning a lot more. Okay, so Oh, so, okay, so this one is called Dated Daily. And this layout is this one. So we will pull, gosh, it's a lot. June. Okay, so let me just make space. Hopefully I'm still in frame. And I know I should separate it, but it will work. June, and then we need July. And by the way, I love the quality of paper from Cloth and Paper. It's so thick and sturdy and it feels so good. It's really, when you order it, the quality is clear. So I was so happy I went with it. Okay. Oh. I know I should be dividing it up, but I'm stubborn. All right, so this, what I do is I just put my old inserts. So this is basically how I use it. I put the old inserts in the back. So that way the new months are up front and I just keep it in its original packaging. Because I haven't had time to sort through all of my happy planners and put these on like discs. So I'm just keeping it in the box that it arrived in. And then this is what my other section, my journaling section, it's called Vertical Weekly. So let's put that to the side. Okay, let's go back to June. And while we're in June, let me go ahead. So I use the Outbox insert as the marker for my journaling space. And I use my Today, not Outbox divider, there you go. The Today divider as my weekly divider. There we go. So now we can keep moving to July. And I like to keep 3 months at a time in my planner. And usually I keep the last month in it as well. So I would have, usually I would have kept May in here and just have the months up until July. But since my May is empty, because I've been really bad at planning, I decided let's just start from scratch again. Because, well, there was nothing in May for me to look over. Okay. Oh, this planner really needs some love. So, now we have June, July, and August in my planner. And once I am finished with my wealth binder, I am going to be going through my wealth section in this planner and sorting it out. But basically, maybe now I can give you guys like a kind of sneak peek into my planner. So I haven't really fixed the front portion of it here, but this is my youngest daughter. These were her yearbook photos, so I've just put them in there. Now, my front cover, I made this. It's basically tracing paper that I used, but I made this and also the back because I wanted to add some color in my black and white spread. Pictures of me and my girls, just a little card that I made. And then I have my year at a glance, which brings me to kind of a quarterly breakdown, which needs to be moved. Yeah, because we're done with that and we still have June. And yeah, so I keep notes of the big dates or the kind of meetings or events that are coming up that I have already like made pre-appointments to. So far this is kind of empty, but I do have the holidays on the side, and I do refer to this a lot, at least the first quarter of the year. So we're not exactly into the third quarter, we're almost there, but in my head I'm just gonna say third quarter. And then I have the vision board that I made, and I still have to complete this, but I did all of this. This is my word for the year, freedom. And I have some quotes there to just kind of, you know, remind me. I was supposed to paste some things there, but I never got a chance. Then in here I have a weekly schedule, because when I was using the Happy Planner, I actually used a big vertical, and I made that vertical into an hourly, and the hourly was actually so helpful for me. So when I ordered this weekly schedule, hourly, I thought it included like at least 52 weeks. But when I got the packet, I realized I didn't read it thoroughly, and so it only included a few. So what I plan to do with this, like now my youngest has finally graduated, so we're in summer. So basically I'm going to use this kind of as a guide as to what my schedule during summer should look like on, you know, at least my daily schedule. I can break down, you know, the times that I work out, do my morning routine, things like that. It's nice to kind of look back at it and just see, okay, what have I allotted for this hour to do? You know, I work better on a schedule. As much as I love the kind of free and go with the flow, I do tend to work a lot better when it's structured and my hours are kind of meant for something to do. Does that make sense? So that's what I plan on using this section for, this weekly schedule, is to kind of plan out what my day-to-day should look like during the summer. All right, and then that brings us, so here, let me move this. So then that brings us now to June. And I made this again, it's tracing paper. And I think in the States they call it vellum. And just a plain white paper that I printed on so that I could layer it. Basically my colors, at least my colors for the year. Then I have, and I don't use this page even though it comes with it. It's basically a notes and kind of your goals, intentions, bills due for the month. I don't use it, but I do use the monthly. I always use the monthly. It's always so helpful. And then it brings me to my weekly. And then of course, so just in case you guys are wondering, because I know sometimes, especially if you're new to planning, like where do you put all the information that you have? So monthly I usually use for like appointments. So let's say dentist appointment, hair appointment, nails appointment, any of those kind of big appointments, I put it, the minute I make it, the minute I know, I place it here. Any big important events, I place it on my monthly. That way, when I go through my week, I can look back and see what I have so I can list it down and create my schedule for the day. Then on my day-to-day basis, I am the type of person that I guess I've trained my mind that if it's useless information or it's already done and finished, I kind of put it in the trash bin in my mind so I don't have to go to it anymore and it doesn't take up space in my mind. So I use this as a way to kind of plan for my day, but also list down what I did that day. So, like for example, I got my nails done, when was that? On the 25th, which was just a couple days ago. I think that was Thursday. So, for example, if I still had my May in here, on that Thursday, on the 25th, I would have written it down so I know, okay, I got my nails done, my daughter had band rehearsal and sound check for prom. It was also her prom, she got her hair done, like this, like that, and sometimes I even write what I ate that day. It's just kind of like a log of the things that you've done and also the appointments and checklists of the things you need to do. I put it all here. So on tasks, I use as like the things I need to get done that day. So it's kind of like my to-do list. Agenda is, I usually do it in I'm looking for a word, in a modified hourly. So I'd write the time I woke up. I'd put, let's say, I don't know, since we're in summer, 9 a.m., wake up. Then, just for example, 11 a.m., got my nails done. 10:30, worked on the planner. Or I know that was totally off timing, but I would list it here, and then memo is usually where I keep, how many steps I walked that day, did my water tracker, how far I walked, did I go to the gym, things like that. So I've kind of used these blocks as a way to kind of really mark my day, and if I have an appointment that was made a while back, I'll put it here in the section, or I'll put any holidays or birthdays up here. So for me, this layout really works. And then that brings us to my journaling section. It also has a monthly side. I'm just checking. Who is this? Okay. We will add another paper clip. And so my monthly section in my journaling, something that I really enjoyed doing in my happy planner, was in the monthly section, I liked to write one thing each day that brought me joy. So it's kind of like a memory keepsake place where, even if it's something simple and easy, I can just, for example, put here, my daughter and I went to watch Guardians of the Galaxy. Just one thing that brought me joy every day is I place it here. And then, like I said earlier, is I use this space to kind of journal or scribble or just, kind of unload my mind. That's what I use this space for, and also make it a little bit more creative. And then we have towards here, so Girl Gang, what I use this for is basically, it's my wish list, which I have yet to fill out. And it's really silly because I was meant to make a wish list of things I want, but also use this as kind of my to be read TBR section of all the books. If you're on Book Talk, there are so many Book Talk recommendations. It's so hard to keep track. And what I've been doing is just taking screenshot after screenshot after screenshot, and it's like I need to empty it out and place it here. I just haven't gotten around to it. So hopefully soon you guys will actually get to see this, filled up. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Then comes my finance section. And again, I made my little kind of, what would you call it? cover page in a way. And this was originally what I was using to kind of like, don't really want to show much here, but basically I got the financial planner or finance bundle from Cloth and Paper, because if you've been watching my cash stuffing videos, you know that this year has really kind of been a focus of, you know, cash stuffing so that I can teach my daughters how to budget now that they're going to be going off to college and things like that. But what I found with their Cloth and Paper finance bundle is, even though it's great, it doesn't quite work for me. And this is when I started kind of making my own templates and inserts. And another reason why I moved away from the Happy Planner was because I wanted to get the half letter Discbound. And the half letter makes it easier if you want to print out your own inserts, because it's basically half letter size. So if you have a printer and you have letter size paper, you can print out the inserts you want and then just cut the paper in half, punch holes in it, and boom, you have it. It's simple, it's easy. You don't have to go out and constantly buy filler paper to fill out your planner, which for someone like me who lives in the Philippines and has to pay an arm and a leg to ship all the beautiful planner stuff from the States over here, this was a much better system for me to work with. So yeah, you can see kind of sneak peek of like some of the printouts that I've made. And yeah, and then at the end, I have a section called, let's see, what do I have here? Because some of it's kind of private, but it's basically a small section of, it's called Whatevs, and it's so cute, these dividers that I got from Cloth and Paper. But yeah, Whatevs basically is just notes and things to keep track of, and it has my Christmas list, it has all my family's birthdays, and things like that to keep track of. So because majority of the things I put in my planner is basically in this section. It's here that I use it the most. But yeah, that is basically my planner. If you guys are interested in watching me plan out a week, let me know in the comments below. I don't know if that's something you'd be interested in. But yeah, that is my planner. If you like this video, please consider giving it a like. If you'd like to see more videos like this, or maybe even me doing some actual planning, let me know in the comments below, and please consider subscribing and maybe hitting that bell so that you can be notified when I release more videos like this. See you on the next one. Bye.